This assignment we were tasked with redesigning artwork for an album of our choosing. I chose 1999 by Joey Bada. To make sure I made a thorough design, I did some research into the artist himself. He was born in 1995 in Brooklyn, grew up there. He's a big advocate for mental health awareness, education availability, and social justice issues. His interests are in creative industries such as fashion, film, and music, and he likes basketball and skating. He raps more to create a positive influence on people. Listening to the album over and over again myself, I came up with some key themes and ideas from that album. I believe it was focused on youth empowerment along with addressing issues around mental health awareness, racism, poverty, and corruption, while being authentic to his own style and upcoming in the hip hop community. I did some initial sketches and mood board just to start my ideas off, followed up by some initial album ideas here. The first iteration of the album cover, I used a lino print and used the backdrop for a city to incorporate as the backdrop there with a gradient for the sky. I used a four-way color palette, like a square style, and it turned out pretty good. The second album cover I did more simplistic, only through Photoshop, incorporating two of my initial album ideas into the one. And then for the third one, just to make it a bit different, I used some photography. I created sort of a school desk style of image and incorporated my initial mood board sketches onto the page as if a kid would in doodling on his book. From these three album covers, I believe the first one was the strongest. Through peer feedback, I was told that the writing Joey Badass at the top was a bit juxtaposed to the rest of the image. So to fix that, I created that into the graffiti artwork, same as in the actual cover. I also created the back cover here, incorporating some power lines and shoes while still using the lino print for the city in the background and the same gradient for the sky. I also created an album poster. This was incorporating the initial cover again, along with the writing for the graffiti of his name and the power lines from the back cover. The vinyl disc simply incorporates the graffiti from the cop car and uses the same gradient on the disc there too. Altogether, I believe this album cover redesign turned out very well. The visual theme from all of the imagery created seemed very similar and flowy. I believe the album was also suited to the style and themes behind the actual album itself, and altogether this was a successful redesign. Thank you for listening.